Morning. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool, together as a collective. Without you this doesn't work. 2nd of January 2022. So, it's going a bit quick, innit? Already on the second day. What do we need to know, Spirit, please? Today's card is the High Priestess. And Astral DJ's giving me a song, I know, but it doesn't sound like the original version. I will have a look. It's White, a Shade of Pale. So let's see, shall we? What do we need to know today, Spirit, please? Love and light, if you can, please. Something post camera, I don't know what that was. Oh, no sign of anything, so I don't know what it was. How many cards have I got there? Oh. So maybe I'll find out later. If I do, I'll let you know. There she is. It is the morning cards before lunch. The High Priestess. High Priestess is mute. She sees everything, says nothing. It's quite strange. She keeps secrets for other people. At great cost to herself sometimes. It's the tarot reader, the psychic, the medium, the carnival people. It's about, again, looking after yourself, being careful what you put into your body and what comes out your body. Especially words written or spoken, because they hold great power. And gossip is the first card. Problems possibly with a fire sign child. But gossip is not a nice thing. It's not always true. And it's a two-way thing in this situation. People are gossiping about each other. 6 years talking about each other and not facing the problems. Can you see, Spirit, in the background there? Someone is visited in the dreams, or you will revisit something from the past. It needs to be faced head on before there can be any hope, healing or freedom. Wishes and dreams cannot come true at this time. Aquarius energy. Was born on the 17th, living or past. Yet for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Issues with the legs and ankles. And there she is, the High Priestess. Connection to Spirit with the letters B and J. Pomegranates. So pomegranate juice may be important. Some properties in it may be good. But there are many seeds in a pomegranate. There are many facets to the High Priestess. There's no apology. Hell will freeze over first. getting nowhere. No communication, no improvements in finance. Nothing seems to be moving. It could be because of someone in uniform, someone of a darker complexion, someone born 1966 plus or minus 12 February to February, or a connection to spirit with honey. A decision is made. And this is the Two of Swords. I showed you the card that means this card more than anything else. It's being stuck between a rock and a hard place. The mother, or should I say, on the card there is a female and a male, and in between them is a child. The male has the knife at the child's throat, and the female holds the sword. So what decision does she make? Does she try and slay the man and save the child and take the risk that he may harm the child in the process, or does she let him take the child? It is that scenario, somewhere where we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. We're damned if we do and we're damned if we don't, but we have to make a decision. And it is becoming very, very clear, because this is a card of illumination. It's also the Leo card. It is those born on the 19th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important. People of 1966 plus or minus 12, February to February may be involved, and children. But it's coming very, very clear what needs to take place. Travel could be indicated, blockages removed once you've made the decision. And then you know that you are on the threshold of a new beginning. There's no going back. It's not an option. So we pause to decide where to next. It carries the orb. Usually it's a world, but that is an orb. So his soul is seeking new pastures. So this isn't the true Leo card, but it is Leo is mentioned in it, Leo energy. So it could be August. The sunflowers. So the sunflowers may mean something to you, and the rose. But it seems something is coming very, very clear. A decision has to be made about something that returns from the past. Something is revisited. Or you may have, as suggested by the cards the other day, visitations by spirit in your dreams. Listen very carefully to what they say and watch what they do. And if that's the case, mention in the comments if you don't know what it means, and I will find out what it means for you. Usually if a spirit hugs you, I'm afraid that's trouble coming. If the spirit looks well and happy, that's the good news, good karma. And any words they speak, even if it's gibberish, are important. There we have it again. Something is going to rock your world, or has. It's destruction, but it's a blessing in disguise. It's arguments, accidents, losses within the home. It's water and electrical problems. It's flood, fire. It's people leaving home. It's ruin. And yet out of it comes something good. And it's because of this gossip. Or this fire sign child. The 16 is massively important in a positive way. And there is growth and abundance, happiness. Again, the divine feminine, something or someone very important in your life, the most important female in your life. greener pastures, those born on the 3rd or the 30th. So we've got the 29th and the 30th, the 2nd and the 3rd. So tomorrow could be important, a happy day. Again, mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. The military, it's connected to November the 11th and May the 31st. But it's being somewhere that makes you happy, somewhere you will grow, as he suggests, abundance, somewhere where there is equal give and take. Revisiting a school, a university, a teacher, your faith in yourself. The white of the bear is spiritual, so it's about your faith in yourself. It's Taurus energy. So we may be revisiting something that happened in May. Or late April. You have the keys. They bind you to heaven or earth or hell, whichever you choose. But you have to choose. It's about speaking your truth, especially about financial matters. It's about the neck and throat, which is healing. It's about institutions, the way you was brought up to believe something. It's about marriages, friendships. So, whilst she says nothing, the High Priest speaks. The divine feminine, the divine masculine. There is a couple here, both equal in power, in spirituality. There's 2 keys, one each, to set them free. But someone is stuck because they refuse to speak. Stormy waters. Because they've not planned like Spirit told you to do. So now it's all happening. You're not ready. No communication. Infatuations with outsiders, perhaps. That doesn't necessarily mean another person. It could be something is taking your energy, your time, your attention away. It's time to act and make a new beginning. There is lies and deceit here coming along with the gossip. So you're going to have to be very discerning and decide which you believe. This is probably about the family, the finances, your security, and 10 years is mentioned. And there it is again, we've got bookends. We are pausing on the threshold of a new beginning. What's it going to be? And again, different cards, same meaning. We are revisiting something. Something that should have been settled a long time ago with this divine feminine, equal give and take. It's possible medical issues with teeth and bones, or long-standing medical issues. Any long-standing issue, be it medical or otherwise, is coming round again to be settled. Because you cannot rise like the phoenix until something is burnt to the ground. So those born on the 20th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. So we have the 16, the 17, the 20, 16, 17, 19, 20, and 23 and 5. So we're missing the 18, aren't we? Which is being torn. Boredom, refusing to accept this situation as it is. And Spirit has said in the New Year recently that we have to accept. Sorry, too many. There is an offer here of love, but there's no commitment between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And someone's refusing to accept that. Again, we have the Leo in the reverse. Somebody who demands something and not willing to take less, which is keeping you stuck, unable to move forwards in stormy waters. The hare is a sign of fertility and abundance, but in the reverse, it's not happening. And reunions, celebrations, 3 months, a decision without planning to reunite or celebrate. Without planning, it's not a good idea. And the answer will be no. No, there is no happiness here. There's a lot of action, but no happiness, and it's coming to light. Connected to the 19, fire sign energy. It's time to lay down that burden of deceit and lies and face the future with a clean soul. There is again the fire sign energy, someone who acts hastily without planning or thinking and repents at leisure. Can be one night stands, can be hasty actions. It's somebody, the fox in the hen house, comes for your chickens and then comes back for your sheep. You give them an inch and they'll take them out. So be careful who you let in your energy. That could be a situation where there is passion but no love. So a lot of activity but no love. Yeah, problems within the home and family life. So something needs to be destroyed because of the gossip, and now we have to look to the future. Or because of the fire sign child. Again, the sneak thief, somebody that gets up to no good under your very nose in broad daylight. Again, it's a situation that needs to be settled. An inheritance may be stolen. There's no reward here because somebody has taken it, and that's maybe the event that happened in the past and you refuse to accept it, but you've got to address this. It could be about a marriage, like I said, but there is a bond here between two spiritual people. This isn't possibly a marriage. This could be a spiritual union of unconditional love, but there is no formal wedding. It's a baptism of fire, really. Divine masculine, divine feminine. High Priestess and the High Priest. A union of the souls. And it's love. The time of Sagittarius could be important, or Sagittarius moon. I will have a look and see when that is. So it looks like the arrows of love have hit their mark, but whether it's causing trouble is another thing. If it's not a romance, it's a passion for a job that's more important than a relationship, or passion for something else. Something's getting in the way, or people are trying to cause trouble. Again, gossip. Too many people sticking their nose in your business. And a female waiting patiently for her lover to arrive. But it doesn't have to be a female, because that one's not gender specific. So somebody's waiting patiently for love. If it hasn't arrived yet, it will. Never read into it. If you're happy in your situation, this is not you. Unless one of you or both of you are occupied elsewhere in like hobbies or work, not paying enough attention to each other. There's a feminine energy overcome here, and the older female, whether that be you or someone else, is a positive influence on this situation. She is wise beyond question. So the elderly, the matriarch of the family, if you like. It may be to do with your children if you've got a fire sign child. But again, it's Taurus. This time we've got the 14, but it is the Hierophant. It's about faith in yourself. But it's also about what you have, and what you own owns you. We used to have this a lot, didn't we? But we haven't had it for quite a while. There are 3 classes of people. Those who see, High Priestess. Those who see when they're shown, the Priest. And those who will never see. The name Leonard keeps coming up. No, it's not a coincidence. I don't think that the first part is Leo. So somebody may be called Leo that you know, but in actual fact the full name is Leonard. And Vince maybe. You are about to grow something from which there will be beauty and abundance. Taurus natives are ruled by Venus, the planet of loveliness and indulgence. They tend to be down to earth, but have a special eye for attractiveness and always have a need for luxury. Practical matters rule first with Taurus, taking care of the home and comforts. And they're not doing a very good job, are they? Before they move on towards what they truly love, which is pondering the meaning of their fate. As spiritual masters and teachers, they never completely stray away from what is real and solid. Yet in their own way they can be dreamy. The sign of the gentle gardener, Taurus, take their time with their feet firmly planted on the ground. They must be certain about everything before choosing what comes next, and that's why he's come to a full stop. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The world of Taurus is the world of the senses, food, fabric, colour, skin, and very sumptuous they are. They are fond of lovely things and place great value on money, which is the negative Leo energy there. Most Taurians only believe what they can see or touch. Yet many gurus are born under the sign of the bull, so that means they're spiritual too, but tend to be dismissive over subjects they do not know much about. They have conservative nature, so must be convinced first. And you're letting people convince you there, talk you into something. Because they consider themselves realists. That said, Taurus is a sign that rules the fairy world, and contact with elementals is possible, spirit. And the fairy dreams, or even building fairy homes in the garden. So somebody may have, in a childhood, the grandparents may have made them a fairy home, something like that. A gardener in spirit or in the flesh. Sensing spirit's presence is very possible now. And this card comes up in a reading. Money issues will have a bearing on the matter, and you have to be very, very honest about it. Whether obvious or not so obvious. Bank accounts, counting change, accumulating funds, any matters to do with finances are coming into play. It is a fortunate time to ask for a loan, a raise in pay, or to buy into stocks. It is also a good time to become involved in accounting matters and dealing with numbers and currency. So check your accounts, because somebody may be trying to steal from you. The sign of Taurus symbolises a sensuous nature, sex, food and comforts. So like I said, there's no mention of love there, just sex, which is that. There's action but no love. So fervent sex sessions may be in store. You may connect with a paramour who wishes to take care of you, or vice versa. The desire for comfort and relaxation will be part of that relationship. This indicates talents in the arts, especially singing and music. Taurus share rulership with Leo, like I said. So matters involving plays, musical theatre, concerts, and those that are traditional, such as ballet or classical music, may have meaning now. It corresponds to the Hierophant. This indicates tradition, not being brash and trying to do things in a proper way, but not being controversial or eccentric, but somebody is here. It's the bullishness you encounter, the stubbornness, refusing to accept. Where is she? There she is. Stubborn or obstinate individuals. Anything offbeat won't serve you at this time, and whatever you do will take on a practical or conservative turn. This card turning up always is a positive sign for stability and support. In general, Taurus is steady and reliable and hardly ever gets upset. However, this one seems to be, because the Tower is there. So one cannot rile a sensuous bull too easily, but when one does, the explosive results are unforgettable. More than anything else, this card suggests dealing with finances, capital investments, what is bought, what is earned, because what you earn owns you. This card also stands for possessions. It's a good time to build on what you have, and an excellent time to invest in real estate or property. So somebody maybe does want to make an investment, and when they go for the money, it's not there. And then questions are asked, and there will be some sort of argument. What you earn and what you are working to earn. Banks and bank accounts, investments, money in hand and cash flow. Credit, loans, accounting, stocks, real estate, sentimentality. So something, it might not be money, it might be an inheritance of jewellery or something like that. Somebody wants to know where it is, and it's gone. Ballet, singing, singers, paintings, art galleries, being stubborn, sticking with things, never backing down, appreciating only the material or practical, love of possessions too much, being sceptical, bullish, sarcasm, not seeing the value in things that are non-material, wanting to parent others, in other words, control, having to wait and be patient, procrastination, independence, doing things your way, being honourable and responsible, being reliable, being tough-minded yet compassionate, being placid, The colours brown, green, orange. Fairies, elemental spirits, farms and farmers. Being greedy, luxuries, comfort foods, seeking pleasure. So comfort, nurturing, steadfastness, materialism, money, and what is earned. What you own owns you. The spiral dancer, change is coming, number 5. And it is your challenger. So, here we are. It seems as if you're getting caught out of breath, going in the wrong direction. Sometimes you're so busy dancing to your own tune that you find yourself out of step with everyone else. Perhaps now is the time to regroup, sit down and rest for a while. Pause on the threshold till the rhythm calls you back to dance again. The spiral dancer is a gentle one, so be still and know that you're always loved. If your question is about a relationship, don't be too assertive now. This is a time to be receptive and allow someone else to take the lead and show his or her true nature to you. At the same time, be careful of being manipulated. You will know the truth about your situation clearly if you sit this dance out and just observe. So watch and see how people behave, how they treat you in a detached way. There it is. So something here doesn't fit in your life anymore. If it ever did, really. A means to an end, maybe. What in your life no longer in alignment with who you truly are? Because we are cyclic beings in a constant state of change, evolution and growth. Change is one of the only certainties in life, and when you resist this cyclic nature, you resist life and end up feeling stuck, which we had there. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be. But there comes a time when it's harder to hold that facade than it is to embrace who we truly are. To surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. Trust me, it wasn't easy to change my way of thinking to do this. If you pulled this card, you were being called to let go of who you once were, or the things that you once defined yourself by, the job, the relationship, the mask you wore, to embrace who you truly are, to courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity, to embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationship or circumstances, and it is time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. What in your life no longer in alignment? and what needs to change. Let's see. So something's changing drastically, isn't it? But somebody doesn't want to accept that. Possibly because they're being influenced by others. So feel the energy of love. Become outstanding. Where do you feel love for something or someone? And follow it. Relax, reflect, and tap into your power. So sit back and observe. Relax and tap into your power. When you do, Spirit will pop in and say something. Anything random. If you're unsure of what it means, just comment and I will see if I can help you down that rabbit hole. Apparently the only way to grow the numbers is by like. So if you do like it, I would be appreciated if you, because we need to reach more people if we can. Not for me, I don't give a monkey's me. But Spirit does, they want to reach more. Again, they're talking about the trees. Be calm, soothing, mysterious and full of life. So somebody maybe is taking a lot of walks in the woods. And again, we're talking about teaching, which is the Hierophant is teachers. So inspire others and let nature be your greatest teacher. So not necessarily the curriculum then. Teach them the things they need to know. And the squirrel is there again. I never noticed that. So the squirrel I saw lots of yesterday. Very strange. The squirrel is a sign of squirreling money away for a later date because you may need it. Planning is necessary. So check your accounts because somebody, like I said, may be taking from you. I remember when the kids was little, spent a lot of money on the mobile phones, so that could be the problem with the fire sign child. Maybe they're spending money you don't know they're spending on your card or whatever. It could be something like that. A younger fire sign energy. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye.